So I've been using the Galaxy A54 for almost a month now. Should you pick it up? I'll answer that in this video. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. Now, if you guys don't know already, the Galaxy A54 has a glass back. And with glass backs, you guys are going to absolutely need a case. Now, you guys can be crazy and not wear a case. Obviously, that's your prerogative. But if you guys want to protect your new Galaxy A54, the sponsor of this video, Poetic Cases, has you covered. Literally, because they're cases. But anyways, Poetic has three lines of cases: the Neon case, the Guardian case, and the Revolution case. The Neon line, this is going to be a two-piece case. It's going to be made out of hard plastic and obviously rubber, so this is going to be military standard grade stuff right here. You're going to have a cutout for all of the necessary ports, and of course the noise canceling mic and speaker grill. The power button and the volume up and down buttons on this are going to be very tactile and clicky on all of these cases. And we also are going to have that lip above the screen that's going to protect your screen if you drop this case. We also have two other cases right here. We have the Guardian one, and that's going to be able to showcase your beautiful new Galaxy A54 if you want a see-through back. And with this, you're also going to get the option to use a screen protector with it, or use it without a screen protector, which is a great little feature right there. We also have a bottom plug right here for your USB Type-C port, so it's going to protect it from dust and water and all that type of stuff. And finally, our last case right here, this is pretty much the same as the Guardian, but we don't have a see-through back. And we have another feature added onto this, and that's of course going to be our little kickstand right here. So all of these cases have really decent protection. They all have different types of features to cater to different types of people, and these are all going at a pretty decent and affordable price right now. So if you guys want to pick up one of these cases, I'll leave a link in the description down below. But huge shout out to Poetic Cases for sponsoring today's video. So back to the review on the Galaxy A54 right here, and starting off with the body, since we are already talking about that for the sake of the sponsor for the cases. The body of this is the best feeling body from the A series that I have ever felt. So it's the best body yet. So the Galaxy A54 has a IP67 water and dust resistance. Great that we have that certification on here. We also have Gorilla Glass 5 not only on the front display, but we have it on the back now. And if you guys didn't know what those little tiny lenses were that looked kind of metallic, those are made out of glass as well. So this is almost an all glass build, and it feels extremely nice in the hand. It feels extremely premium, and you guys are going to have a hard time differentiating this from an S23. So this is the most premium feeling and looking device from the A series line yet. So really liking the build and look of the A54 so far. Now getting into the display on this device, of course we have a Super AMOLED display. We are going to have a 120 Hz refresh rate, but the biggest upgrade from the A53 to the A54 is going to be the 1000 nit display. So in direct sunlight, the A54 is going to have a much brighter screen, and you guys are going to have absolutely no issue using this device outside. So if you guys didn't know, the Galaxy A53 had an 800 nit display, so 800 nits of brightness, and we have 1000 nits on the A54 now. Not only on the A54, but we have it on the A34 as well. Not only has Netflix and Hulu and those streaming services have been a great viewing experience so far, but also YouTube with certain videos that utilize HDR, because we have HDR technology inside of this. Everything has been looking really, really good. And as you guys know, Samsung has a type of punchiness and saturation that no other company does around this price tag. So very, very good quality display right here. Now getting into the memory and the RAM on this device, we obviously have 128 gigabytes of internal storage. We have 6 gigabytes of RAM, and that's for the base model. And we can also expand our memory via micro SD cards. So that's always a great thing to see. Now getting into the performance of this device, obviously our operating system is going to be Android 13 One UI 5.1. So we are going to have those UI features that the more premium flagship devices from Samsung utilize utilize, and everything's been working pretty decently so far with this phone. You know, paired with the chipset that we have inside of here, it seems like the Galaxy A54 performance is actually much better than the Galaxy A53. Even playing video games like Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Mobile, you can play these games on high settings and get a decent frame rate without lagging or anything. So the performance has been much of an upgrade from the A53 to the A54. I just have to say that out right now. With the Galaxy A53, it seemed like sometimes the device would glitch a lot more. Also, it would even turn off and do a reboot. I know Samsung devices do that sometimes. You guys may experience this on the A54, but not nearly as much as the A53 that had bugs up the wazoo. But the Exynos 1280 compared to the Exynos 1380, there has been a lot done to kind of fix all of those tiny bugs that we had on the A53. So the performance from the A53 to the A54 is going to be much better with that bug protection. And not only is our performance better, but also we are going to be covered for more than the Galaxy A53. So A53 is going to be covered from Android 12, of course, to Android 16. And this year we have the same thing. So we have 4 years of operating system updates. We have Android 13 straight out of the box, and we're going to go up to Android 17. So you're going to be able to use this phone for quite a few years, maybe even 5 years. If you guys are taking into account those security updates, we are actually going to be getting security updates for 5 years. So 5 years covered for security and 4 years for operating system updates. So with the A54, I have experienced a few different glitches. It's not going to be crazy premium like the S23 or anything like that. But I feel like for most people, the performance on this device is going to be more than enough to get you through your day-to-day tasks, even playing video games competitively, and pretty much do anything that you want in here and run any application that you need to. Next, getting into the cameras on these devices, obviously we have a triple camera setup. Our main camera is going to be 50 megapixels, our secondary is going to be 12 megapixels, and our third is going to be a 5 megapixel camera. So we are going to actually have a wide, an ultra wide, and a macro camera on this. I feel like most of you are not going to be using your macro camera too much, but I don't think there has been much upgrades to the macro camera, but everything else, there has definitely been upgrades. So as far as the color reproduction and the saturation and stuff like that, as you guys know, with the Galaxy A53, it seems like things were a little bit more saturated than the natural colors actually put off in real life. But with the Galaxy A54, it doesn't really do that. Now, some of the photos, I know a lot of people were asking, this looks way oversaturated, the color reproduction doesn't look natural. But the A54 actually does a really, really good job for color reproduction on this mid-range device. I don't think there's really any issues on this. I feel like the only issue with the A54 and the biggest thing is going to be the camera stabilization. And this is strictly going to be for creators, guys. I know I kind of went hard on the camera stabilization like it's the worst thing in the world, but it's pretty decent. I just don't think it's as good as the 6A or the 7. But if you guys are a creator or someone that wants to take the best quality pictures possible and you guys create a ton of stuff, I would say get the Pixel 6A or the Pixel 7. So the Pixel 7 is around the same price tag and the Pixel 6A is even cheaper. So for people that are snobs about photos and videos and stuff, get those devices. But if you guys don't really care about the videos and stuff like that, you guys are going to be able to take perfect home videos on this, take photos of your kids' soccer games and all that different type of stuff, take selfies with your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. You guys are going to have no issue with this at all. The quality of the pictures are great on this. I feel like the only thing that I would have a gripe about is the camera stabilization for video. And that's because I'm a creator. That's pretty much the only reason why I was kind of snobby about that. But for $449 and for what the cameras are, I think this device is very, very solid. And I don't think there's going to be anyone around them other than Google that is going to be able to offer this type of camera at the same price. And the new inventory, I'm not talking about used devices. We'll get into that in a second. One of the things that I was surprisingly impressed with was the battery. This is going to be an all-day battery. This is a 5,000 milliamp battery. So this is going to last you all the way until the nighttime. Like, I use this throughout the day. I would have 25-30% at the end of the day. Pop it on the charger at nighttime and we would be good to go the next day again. But the bad thing is we don't have a charger inside of the box. And for the people that want wireless charging, we do not have wireless charging on this device. So that kind of sucks. Those are some go-to features for a lot of people. So for the people that want those, They're not on here, sadly. One thing that I absolutely loved about this device has to be the speakers. So this is probably one of the most crisp speakers I've heard on a mid-range device. I think it's probably even a little bit better than the Pixel 6a, but we have some crisp and loud speakers on the Galaxy A54, and you guys are going to absolutely not be disappointed. Even for the people that have used flagship devices, this is some really good quality stuff. So we're not going to be hearing any tin or any, cheap vibration or anything like that with our speaker. It's going to be some good stuff. Also, talking about the vibration, the haptics on this device are really good. So the vibration and the haptic feedback on this device is actually going to feel very premium, and it's going to feel pretty much similar to the Galaxy S23. I didn't really feel too much of a difference between this device's haptics to the S23 or S23 Ultra. But obviously, I think we should get into the elephant in the room. I love this device for $449. Don't get me wrong. And if you guys can get this at a prepaid discount, like if you guys go to Metro and if you guys open a new line and port over your number, you can get this device for as low as $229. So you're not going to knock your hustle if you get this device for that price. But if you guys are paying the full $449, I think I should go ahead and obviously be transparent and tell you that there are other devices around this price tag that are going to be better for you. So first and foremost, the Pixel 6a, you guys can actually save some money, save about $150 if you go with the 6a. It's going to have a better processor. It's going to have better pictures and videos, and that's pretty much it. I mean, they have a chipset inside of it that is better, but it actually was made by Samsung, weirdly. But if you guys don't like stock Google devices and you want your one UI on your Samsung device and you just like A series devices, stick with the Galaxy A54. But the Pixel 6a is out there for $299 and the Pixel 7 is out there for the same exact price at $449. So just have to tell you guys that outright. Also, if you guys don't really care about like phantom draining for batteries and stuff like that, and you don't really care about getting a used device and maybe it's been ran through a little bit more than some other devices, you can get like an S21 FE, an S22 for a little bit more, or some other used devices like that. We also have like the OnePlus 10 or the OnePlus 9 out. We have some used devices around the same prices or even cheaper if you guys just want a better processor inside of your device overall. But I feel like the Pixel 6a would be a better device and the Pixel 7 would be a better device than the A54. But if you guys are just looking for an A series device, you don't care, you got your 4 years of OS updates, you got a beautiful screen and a beautiful build on the A54, I would just go with the A54, honestly, if you guys don't really care about that other type of stuff. I feel like this is a very solid phone, and I feel like it's the most solid phone that Samsung has come out with in the mid-range so far. So that is my review on the Galaxy A54. I really like this device. I think Samsung did a great job on this device. I think it's the best one they've ever released for the A series. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I know there's many other options. I hope you guys leave some in the comment section and help each other out. But I've really liked this device. I don't think there's really anything inherently wrong with it other than there's just a few other options out there that are either cheaper or better. But again, if you guys have any questions or you need help on something, let me know in the comment section down below. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you guys want to be a part of the Tech Gang. But this has been Safan from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.